Hello, welcome in. Hello, Susan from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Hello, the remaining remnant. I have got to, since people are just coming in. Susan, I want to make you a mod just in case, so I can have a few different people on in case everybody can't be. How are you guys doing today? Good, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Oh, hi, Teresa. She'll be right back. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay. All right. I'm doing good. It's raining here in Northwest Oregon, which is good. We need the rain, like all of our lakes and streams and rivers and stuff, the water level is really low. So a couple years ago, we had 115-degree weather for like a week. Some places it was like 118, which is not normal for our area. Like maybe 100, 101, but that was like not normal. So, anyways, ever since that happened a few years ago, everything has not been able to catch up. And we had a really mild winter this year. We got some snow, but not a lot. Hi, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you for being here. Ooh, what you cooking? I always like to ask everybody what they're eating for dinner and all that. So if you all haven't checked each other's channels out, check each other's channels out. So I'm drinking some tea with honey and elderberry syrup, and it's like a Hawaiian tropical blend. It's really good. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for being here. Hi, Luann. Thank you. Welcome in. Blackberry Rock Homestead is Luann. Sometimes I say people's names because I'm learning people's names, and I gotta remember to add the apple fritters and vegan croquet. Ooh. I hope you're making a video because I want to see what that looks like. Delicious. So I had this little like pamphlet. I don't know where I got it. It's 101 of the world's funniest one-liners. And I was just kind of skimming over them to see, if there was anything actually funny in it. And it said, one I read was, "Nobody's perfect." And it says, "I'm a nobody." I thought that was funny. Anyway, so I was at the school last week picking up my grandkids, and there was a bunch of a group of older kids that were probably like fifth grade or something. And I go, "Guess what, guys?" And they look at me like, "Yeah, what?" And I said, "You want to know what the best book ever is?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "The one you pick up." And they're like, "Oh, yeah." Heather jokes. Anyways, so I thought today what we would do is we'd talk about a few books that I have, go over them in case they might be some books you may have or may be interested in looking for. Um, I try to do a lot of thrifting for books to save money. Um, and if it's a really important book that I want, well, I save up and try to get it. So I'm going to share with you a few. So one of my daughters got me for Christmas this book right here, You Can Farm by Joel Salatin. So this book actually has a lot of great information in it. So that's a book that might be interested if you ever see that somewhere. Trying to figure out where to put my books. All right. And sometimes books might have like a little bit of information that is beneficial for you, but then later on, you'll get to learn that there might be other things in that book that will be good. Hi, Amby. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen this book. Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs. This is a good book as well. It's got, great pictures, some great basic information, how to make face creams and salves and teas and things like that. So that's a book if you haven't seen that yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few books, a few old school tools that I have in my kitchen, and then we're going to talk about my live celebration giveaway on the 30th. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I have this book, Mushrooming with Confidence, Alexander Schwab. This is supposed to be geared towards, it says US and Canada. It's supposed to be geared towards Pacific Northwest mushrooms, but I don't know if this one's a really good mushrooming book. It explains to you the different things in there. Even if you don't care for mushrooms, if you know where mushrooms are and can identify them correctly, you can trade or sell them. They're good for, putting in teas, coffees, juices, things like that. Welcome in, Gail from Gail's Southern Living. So yeah, I'm just sharing a few books that I have as resources. One book that was one of my first books that I got before me and my husband purchased our farm was this book, The Backyard Homestead Guide to Raising Farm Animals. And as you can see, I've got lots of things marked. This is a good basic book. Of course, you can get more into anything that you're learning. There's more information. But it's nice because it has diagrams and explains to you what the parts of different animals are called so that you have a better understanding of, what they eat. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Share. Like, if you guys have books and stuff that you like is your number one or whatever, go ahead. Feel free to share it in the comments. It's got rabbits. Also, one thing that I've shared with a lot of people that we've met through, me and my husband have met throughout time that end up getting want to get cows or something is, hold on, I'm trying to find, it's got a section on bees. Where is it? It's got a cow, here it is. It's got a section on cows. It doesn't, so I have Dexter cows. It doesn't list Dexter cows, but it does list some good milking cows. But when you go to look for a cow, and I've shared this with people, what you're looking for when you're looking for breeder cows, like how they stand and how their legs are. And when we first were getting our cows, I didn't know that. I was just looking at the cow. If it looks good, it looks good. But there's also a few other things. And it goes the same for pigs and things like that. Of course, you want to make sure your animal that you're getting looks healthy, that not sickly and stuff like that. But yeah, so I thought I would share this book. It's a good resource. Even if you can't have or don't have farm animals, maybe learning about them so you can go to a farm and help out, or just having the knowledge to be able to share with others is a good thing. Okay. Yeah, very good. And then I shared this last week, but I'm going to share it again. There's the glare. The Lost Ways. There's several different books that you can get. I think they're kind of harder to find used, but keep looking. This has all kinds of great information on, recipes and canning. Um, gosh, just all root cellars. I mean, let's see, what else is there? What is this? Making soap. It's got soap making in there. Just all kinds of great information that can be useful. And again, like I said, there might be one thing that you're looking at in here that you're really interested in, but as you learn more and more, you want to know more and more. So it's a cool book to have. I think an important book for everybody is to at least try and get a ball book. So you can, like, so what I tell my kids when I'm teaching them, like for cooking, for instance, follow the recipes exactly. And it takes time before you can twist and mess with recipes. You know what I mean? So if you're following the guidelines perfectly, then you'll get a sense in your head, what you can add and not add. So I am hosting a readathon all year long, ambienthon reading, hashtag ambienthon reading. There's a different prompt for each month, but you can do them whenever this year. I'll have to check that out. Let me write it down. That's pretty fun. That's nice. So then do you guys get together afterwards and talk about the things that you're reading? Okay, so that's a must-have book, even if you have never canned. Um, you can do jellies. Just start off basic. You can do it. Okay, so we need to get books. We all, I think, need to have books that we can hold in our hand or print them off on a printer, something, all your recipes and instructions and things like that. The Ultimate Guide to Home Butchering. I know not everybody's into meat, but if you are, it's good to have a book on how to do that. You haven't really had anybody participate. Sometimes things take a while to get out there, but definitely, do you have a video that you made explaining how it works? If you do, I'll share it on my community tab. And this is also a really great book to have, Back to Basics. This is an old book that I found, I think, at a garage sale or something. This was gifted to somebody in 1983, but it looks like they never used it. None of the pages are bent. So that's interesting. I find that a lot of times with yeah. Oh, wow. 1983, fifth edition. Anyways, this has all kinds of skills in here that you can learn. So, yeah. So if you run across this and they come in different colors, I have another one that's green. Um, so So that's it for my book sharing. Of course, I've got lots of books, but I didn't want to overwhelm everybody with a bunch of books. If you guys have any books, go ahead and put them in there. Yeah, it's good to learn butchering skills, even if you aren't a meat eater, learning how to butcher, because you might need to help somebody, because some people have to have that protein in their diets. Anyway, moving on. So I have this little can opener thing. This is like I got this at probably a thrift store or something. It's a can opener. It's an old school um, canning can opener. Very handy. And I'm assuming that this little knot right here was to maybe put it on a string or something and hang it. Maybe. This for dough. It's old school. Picked it up at a thrift store. Yeah, I can't either, Gil. That's okay. And I have this so I can mix my eggs. So I always look a lot of times when people have garage sales and stuff, they often have like a box of things, just random things sitting in the box, and they don't even know nothing really. They're selling it for pretty cheap. Always look in the boxes. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. So, old school stuff that doesn't use power. I mean, granted, it is nice having the tools, the electric tools that do it a lot faster, but giving yourself the time to use the old school tools, just to know that you can do it, is a nice idea. So, what kind of tools do you guys have that are old school? Not all of them, because I know some of you have a lot, that you like to use or would like to have. Hand tools and equipment rather than powered now. Yeah, yeah. I have what do you call it? A mortar, a pestle and a mortar. Is that what you call it? Grinding for grinding things. I have that. I've used it throughout the years here and there. Um, a hand crank pasta maker. Yeah, I want to get a hand crank pasta maker. I got for this last Christmas, some friends gave me an electric pasta maker, which is really cool, but it's electric. So I want the little. It's not very big. It's got little different plates where you can make different types of pasta. So that's something really cool that I'd like to have. Hmm. No, that's okay. Thank you for being here. We're just talking about old tools that you might have in your kitchen or for gardening, all kinds of stuff. Hand crank pasta machine, mortar, pestle, can openers, etc. Yeah, yeah. I would like to have what I think would be fun would be to carve wooden spoons. I don't know how, but I think it'd be cool. And then you can put like designs and stuff on them. I think that'd be neat. So I'll have to do some research on what you would need, but yeah. So I used to do these big wooden chests, with the lid, like the pirate chest, but like newer version. And I used to draw with I don't know what the paper is, but I'd put a paper on it and I would draw designs on the chests, and then I would burn the designs in. And I had a customer one time um, get four of them for his adult children, and each one had a different design. So that was kind of fun. I decided that you were talented. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Well, I just like I don't know, I have the crafty thing in me. So when I was growing up, I always lived in the cities, and my mom didn't do a whole lot of cooking, and I had um one grandma, and she could cook, but she wouldn't let us in the kitchen, so I didn't get to learn how to cook from my grandma. And no one that we ever lived around did like preserving or anything like that. So a lot of things, I guess, um, in my DNA or something, I don't know, passed down from my ancestors, like are in me wanting to do like old ways. Like I'm interested in like cobblestone roads and archaeology and stuff like that. I'm interested in a lot of stuff. I do a lot of stuff. Um, I stay busy definitely doing a lot of different things. Um, Currently, well, today's raining, but I've been working on trying to get my raised beds and garden areas cleaned out along with I'm still planting bulbs in my orchard. I've got a few more left. I have to measure it. I don't know how long the strip of area is, but I'm not just dropping random bulbs here and there. I have it like um, in between each post, there's like a certain variety of bulbs and stuff like that. Oh, I bet you do blue. I like it. Oh, yeah, that would be fun to visit. Yeah. Yeah, so if I ever went on, like, a vacation to Europe or something like that, I don't wanna go to the Hilton or something like that. I wanna go where you've got the vendors that just went out in their garden or just, created their stuff by hand stuff, like, everything's all, like, natural and real. That's why I like it. My mother didn't want us in the kitchen. She would step on us rushing around and then say it was because we had big feet. Yeah. I mean, some people work better by themselves, that's true. Mhm. So cool. Yeah, it's to me really neat, seeing the old stuff. There was this one lady, and I'm not sure, I can't remember what the channel was I used to watch all the time, and it was like they wouldn't talk. It was this husband and wife, and maybe they were Hungarian or something, and she would dice up, like, fruits and vegetables outside on a table, and they'd have a wood burning stove, and she would can, but she was, like, just at it, just doing all her stuff and just silent and working and doing it, and the husband would, make sure the fire was going and get what she needed, and the chickens and things would be running around the farm, and it was just really kind of cool watching how, she would preserve food, and there were walks into town and stuff like that, or eating outside with neighbors. It would just be silent and they'd have tea. She'd make a little or he would make a little thing of tea. I like that kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think, like, in some parts of Oregon, they still have, like, on the old sidewalks, those metal or whatever rings. It was like a round ring that was in the sidewalk where you could hitch your horses up to. So they still have some of that. They do have some like historic buildings and houses and stuff like that in Oregon that are, you know, gosh, over 100 years old. Have a can opener, one of those beaters you showed, and a nutcracker. Yeah. I have a lot of nutcrackers, actually. I collect them a little bit for Christmas. Oh, wow. Hmm. I don't know if it's the same one. That'd be too bad. Huh. Yeah. It was really neat. It was just all naturey, and their little fireplace was made out of stones. Like, I think they had a video where they showed building their little outside kitchen and stuff. There's a few kitties that lay here and there and stuff. Mhm. I know sometimes I like to watch the longer, um, videos where they're doing stuff like that because it's just nice and relaxing. My sister's in Oregon, been a long time since I was there, and back then I hiked. Yeah, Oregon's known for a lot of hiking. A lot of people travel from around the world to do hiking and kayaking and stuff like that because it is very beautiful. A meat mallet. I need to get a meat mallet. I used to have a meat mallet. So when we moved into our property, there was a lot of things I had that I don't know where they are. They disappeared. What do you need to make bone broth? Bones. For bone broth, excuse me. You can do whatever you want. You can just do the bones. You can add celery and carrots, herbs, or whatever you want to cook it. And then you just strain everything out of it and then pressure can the broth. But you'll let it simmer for quite a while to get all that bone marrow, that good stuff out of the bones. So, a lot of times, like with chickens, I'll talk about the celebration in a minute. A lot of times, like if I do, for example, turkey, I'll cook a turkey meal, and then I will make after after we, the turkey meal, mashed potatoes and whatever. I'll then make turkey soup. And then I save the bones, and you can throw them in a freezer, like in a Ziploc in the freezer, and um, then make your broth later. So you don't have to do everything all at once. Same with your, like, if you have chicken, boned chicken, you can save all the bones. And then after you boil those bones and get your broth and you strain everything out, dry the bones out in your oven and make bone meal. And so you'll crush them down a little bit and grind them. Hi, Jan, welcome in. You can also, some people have a Ziploc bag in their freezer also where they throw like their bits and pieces, like um, say you're making salsa or tacos or something, all your leftover like onion bits and whatever you use, throw them in a Ziploc bag and you can add that to your bone meal broth while you're making it. Yeah, yep, exactly. So you can add whatever you want to it. It just adds a little more. It does have a distinctive smell when you're making bone broth, um, but it tastes delicious and it's so good for you. Excuse me. All right. So let's get on to the fun part. It's all fun. Don't tell me it's not fun. Okay. That's me being me. Anyway, so on April 30th, I will be doing a celebration. It's actually a celebration giveaway on 4:30, which is Tuesday, April 30th, Tuesday, and it's a celebration which is late, but it's a combo for my 500 subscribers. I just this last Sunday had my 1 year channel anniversary, and also it's my 28th birthday. Okay. It is really my birthday. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing that at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I broke it down. So hopefully I did it 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, no, that would be 1 p.m. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. But so I hope you all will be here. So there's going to be some giveaways. I'll have some giveaways. There's also other channels that are doing some giveaways. Um, I'm hoping that everybody who shows up is a subscriber or will become a subscriber. I know you all are subscribers. Um, in that celebration, and I think it'll be fun. What we're gonna do is, depending on how many people are there, we'll do a number draw, and I'll have a couple people looking for whoever guesses the right number that I'll text beforehand to someone, and we'll be giving away some things to thank everybody for supporting me and watching my videos and sharing my videos and commenting and all that fun stuff. So it'll be my first time, so you'll have to be patient. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good idea. So, I was thinking about making a video for it, but then I thought, well, why don't I just announce it on the live instead? I don't know. Maybe I'll post it in my community tab. I don't know. Or just share this video. How do you do it? So, anyways, if you guys can be here Tuesday. Yes, there is. There is an apron or so or more. Yeah. So I'm going to do the apron that we made together on one of the lives. That'll be one of the things for me. Um, there will be a canning book. There will be also a me and mini me apron set. And that's all I'm going to tell you. Yeah, there's going to be some fun stuff. Um, Hi, Tiff Farms. Oh, awesome. Welcome to the channel. I was just telling everybody that we're going to do a channel celebration on April 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll post it in my community tab so that way everybody's not confused on what days or what times or whatever. So that'll be fun. Hi, my wild home. Welcome in. If you guys haven't checked out my wild home, go check them out. They've got a little island in Canada, right? That they are off grid and they show like working on doing solar and stuff like that. Really great couple. Cool. Yeah. So we're going to have some fun things. I've got some channels that are donating gifts to the giveaway as well. And I have some things that I mentioned and some things that I didn't mention. It'll be a surprise. So, is everybody doing any type of gardening or planning on gardening or got their gardens already in? I know it's all. Do you have any videos on broths? Do I? Hmm. I might. I know I have the taking the turkey, baking the turkey, like, no, it was a chicken. So I cooked a chicken dinner, made a chicken soup, then did, yeah, chicken broth, and then I did bone meal. So yes, I do. It's a chicken video that breaks it down into 4 different uses of using that chicken. Yeah. So this year I have a few plants inside that I'm starting. This year I'm gonna try to start everything outside. So, well, it's really raining hard today. Yeah. So check that out. It's really not difficult. You just want to make sure that you pressure can your broth if you're wanting to long term store it. I mean, you can put it in a jar and let it cool and then put it in a refrigerator after it's cooled, um, and then use it within like a week or so. Yeah, yeah, it's colder, right? Yeah, my last frost. So I'm a zone 8B, which is pretty warm, really. Um, but our last frost date is April 30th on my birthday. But a lot of people will plant outside and right away. and a lot of their plants die because it's either too wet or still kind of too cold. So I usually wait a week or two just to make sure. I still have the IBG seed swap seeds coming. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I got some mail yesterday. I got some seeds. Hold on, let me find them. Okay. So I sent some seeds to Northern Girl Hobbies. She's got a channel. She also does a seed swap as well. And she sent me some seeds. So she sent me a bee mix, which is a bunch of flowers. I thought that would be nice. Some dwarf red echinacea, some rare hoppy squash. Hopi? That's Hopi, not hoppy. Hopi. Yellow melon seeds, and what is this? Moon and stars. It's a melon. So that's cool. But yeah, so I'm going to try to do some more herbs. I don't know, May 10th. Let's see. I know a friend in Maine, it was in the 20s this morning. Ooh, that's cold. So yeah. Ooh, 3B. Oh my goodness, that's cold. So yeah, you're going to have to start your stuff early. Wow. Yeah, I have like I think it's 184 days until my first frost date. So I've got a pretty good season for growing things. Supposed to snow, maybe? Well, at least your ground is getting moistened. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I am an adult that lives at home with her parents. My dad is a truck driver. When he was home last, he planned our small backyard raised beds, and me and my mom take care of it. Oh, that's very cool. That's okay. My I have adult children, and they've come and lived at home too. It happens. It's not a big deal. It's expensive to like live on your own, and that's nice to be able to have help doing whatever kind of stuff you do. Gardening, cooking, all the things. I'm drinking tea. If you guys didn't hear, I have elderberry syrup, honey, and a Hawaiian tropical blend in there. It's really good. Received yesterday. Oh, good. That's awesome. Yay. Seeds. I sent Teresa some seeds. Actually, I have some more seeds that I need to get sent out as well. It's been raining every day for the last month with another couple of weeks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is soggy. Huh. But are you like early spring over there or end of winter? What's your season? I cook. I love to cook. That's good. I have to go and it's bedtime for me. It's been a busy day. I will watch the replay tomorrow. Thank you, Blue, for being here. Get some good rest. Oh, there you go. So you get kind of the kitchen to yourself. Although we're hoping to build a geothermal greenhouse so that will be a huge help. Yeah, that's cool. Is the geothermal greenhouse the one that has like the big tubes that go underground that kind of weave in the ground and bring the warm air up from the ground? Yep, spring, but our farmers have standing water in the field, so it could be. Yeah, I know. So we're really dry everywhere here in I'm in Northwest Oregon, and yeah, it's going to be a hard growing year this year for sure for a lot of people. Mhm. Oh, yeah, you should do that. So I have another, no-sew braided rug, thing that I wanted to show where you don't have to sew at all, and it's really cool because then you take, let's see if I can show an example. Okay, you use 4 pieces of fabric. Like, normally when you braid, you have 3 when you braid, so you have 4, and you just basically take your outside and weave it. It's really cool. Anyways, at the end, when you're, like, running out of fabric on your strips, you just bend it over and you cut, like, a little slit in the end of both the old piece and the new piece you're attaching, and you pull it through and lock them together. It's really cool. So, it doesn't seem that difficult. So, yeah, I would like to make one. Yeah, I'd like to see. I hope that you get to video that, um, putting together your greenhouse. 'Cause that'll be neat to see because there's different people that live in, cold places and stuff like that. And, it might be good for people who, like, I know some states are, like, extremely hot all day long, and then at night, the, temperature dips way down. And so maybe having a greenhouse like that to keep the temperatures warm in the greenhouse in the evenings will help with the plants and things like that. Yeah, I think you should definitely make a braided rug. You should go for it. I think it's one of those, like, for me, like, doing, like, a braided rug is one of those things where I wouldn't sit for hours and hours, but it would be nice to be able to sit for a little bit here and there and work on it, you know, and just kinda be able to relax and work on that and then move on to something else. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could probably sell them if you got good at it and you could find fabric, um, for good prices. Even look at, like, sheets, blankets, like, all kinds of stuff. You could probably even upcycle, like, clothing that's not, um, clothing that you'd wanna wear anymore type stuff, but good enough that you cut strips off of it for fabric. Yeah. So what kind of things, like, when you guys are out going to stores, what kind of things, like, do you have something that you're, like, looking for specifically? My voice is kind of froggy, sorry. Like, for example, whenever I go to, like, thrift stores and stuff like that, my eye is always set on certain things, like, um baskets. I look for, like, baskets that aren't expensive for, like, drying herbs or harvesting. What else do I look at? For strainers, I like strainers and funnels, like, so that you can funnel, like, sometimes you have, like, smaller openings, like, for my elderberry syrup, I have it in a tall glass bottle, and so I have a little itty bitty funnel for that, stuff like that. I don't know why people have a problem with my address. I write it down and then it gets changed. Did I do your address wrong? You got the seeds, so I hope I didn't do wrong. You've been looking for a trifle bowl. Yeah, I never really see those, but you could find any kind of a round bowl, I would think. Hi, Rudy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Okay. Nice. So, what kind of projects are you guys working on currently? Yeah. My phone likes to change my words too. Sometimes the words aren't so appropriate. I'm like, "No, no, 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 that's not what I'm saying." Yeah, it happens. So, yeah, funny. So I have these keychains that I made a while ago. Oh my gosh, a long time ago. I used to do, little craft thingies and stuff. What do you call them? I don't know, where you have, like, a booth and a tent and stuff like that. And then the crud happened and their rules got really, oh, a trifle bowl is like a glass bowl. I'll get it. Hold on. So there's a whole bunch of different desserts that you can put in this. This it's made by Pampered Chef, and you put like layered stuff in here, like desserts and stuff like that, like whipped cream and fruits or berries, stuff like that. So it has, and I stick it in a bag so it doesn't get broke, a stand. It has that. So if you could find some kind of a glass mixing bowl like that, and it just looks pretty. Yeah, you can do salads and stuff like that. And there's all kinds of recipes, trifle bowl recipes that you can look up. I think they should be online or something. Excuse me. Yeah. So I've had it for a long time. Anyways, so that's a trifle bowl. But if you found like a mixing bowl that's like similar shaped, and it's just kind of like a nice display. I think if you want to make, if you're bringing it to somewhere, or if you just want to like have something nice. Getting my house in order, decluttered, then we are gonna redecorate and actually decorate. And so that sounds nice. Yeah, I'm like, I'm really, really super organized in my kitchen. Yeah, and then, but my craft room, that's like a natural disaster. Hold on. So I'm excited. I hope you all will be able to come next Tuesday on April 30th and join us. Um, yeah, yeah. Look, if you don't have any recipes for it or create one. All right, Christy. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good day at work today. Yeah, it's fun doing something special every now and then. Even if it's just for yourself. Make something pretty. Maybe light a candle or something. I don't know. I do have, maybe next time I'll show you. I have a lot of like little farm books that I collect for kids, like kids books. So I used to have my own preschool childcare, and I love children's books. Anyways, so I have a lot of kids farm books because like I always thought that it would be neat for them to be learning, you know, getting back to old ways stuff. So maybe next week, next Thursday, I'll show you guys some of those books in case you have children or grandchildren or neighbors or something like that that you can maybe want to share with or something. Yeah, decluttering is good. That's a good thing to do. Um, I think like having everything in having its place. It needs to have a place. It needs to be organized. And you have to be, yeah. And if you have limited space, having your stuff really organized in different types of containers and stuff really helps. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you gotta be very creative with how you organize. But that's cool. You got it. You're a crafter. So, but does anybody have any questions for me? Anything you want to know? Oh, we moved all four of our well, we have five mama cows. We moved four of them all together, and one of them is so big and round, huge. I think she's gonna have her baby first. Anyways, I tried to do a live with showing us moving the cows. What was it, a week ago? I think it was a week ago. And it looked really blurry, like the internet wasn't good. Oh yeah. I wonder if you can do some some shelves up higher to put like some bins like up, like use like you know, the top part. Excuse me. I forgot what I said. Oh yeah. The cows. We have one more mama cow. She's with Otis, our bull, and we're working on a fencing area to move him and separate that fifth mama cow from him. He's good with babies. That's not the problem. The problem is if we have to go in and help the mama or the baby, um, and he's in there. We might not be able to get in there so easily. So we want to get her separated so that if we need to assist, we can. So yeah. So keep on making those short term and long term goals. Um, keep looking for books. Keep your eyes open for old timey things. We all pray for me. I'm sick right now with a stomach thing and sinuses. Oh, we will. I hope you get better. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a few people that are having that, you guys. Just, try to drink a lot of water and lemons, adding lemons into your water to help clear things out if you can have lemons. Yeah, it's a lot. We got to try to keep as healthy as we can, doing whatever we can. So, but yeah, keep busy, keep working on those goals. You guys have some good goals that you're working on, and we just got to stay busy. And yeah, hope everybody has a good rest of the week. And I guess that's all I got, unless anybody has any questions for me. Okay, crochet and bead. That sounds nice. That's a lot of small, detailed work for sure. I don't crochet. I did some knitting when I was younger, but um, I can't focus too long on a project because I've got to kind of like do a little this and that and everywhere with having the farm and stuff like that. So, yeah. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Have an amazing day. Do something kind. Do something good to yourself. Make sure to smile, even if there's nobody you're smiling at, smile because the smile is contagious and you just smile more. So, thank you for being here. And I'll see you on the celebration party thing on April 30th if you can be here. If not, I'll see you on Thursday, same time, same place. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.